Today, we're talking about things that no one tells you about narcissists. Ooh, some facts. Well, I don't know. We're going to go from the mind of a narcissist. About things that no one else will tell you about a narcissist other than a narcissist themselves, right? Of course, if you're new here, my name is Lee Hammock. I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Yes, things. What are some things that no one tells you about narcissists? Now, I know you online. You're going to hear a lot of things about narcissists. Let's just go ahead and get that out the way right now. You're going to hear a lot of things about narcissists online. That's just inevitable. Narcissist is probably one of the most searched words in the world. I think gaslighting was one of the most searched word in the world a couple of years ago, maybe last year. But one thing you don't hear a lot is from the perspective of a narcissist, but what a lot of the things that people don't tell you about narcissists. The first thing that people do not tell you about narcissists, and this is in no particular order, y'all. The first thing is not all narcissists are the same. I said it. I did. I said, oh my goodness. I always think of narcissists like fingerprints, right? Just like everybody has fingerprints, no two fingerprints are the same, right? Everybody has fingerprints. Even my two fingerprints are not the same, right? My fingerprint on this finger and my fingerprint on this finger are not going to be the same. So no two fingerprints are going to be the same, just like narcissists. Yes, they are narcissistic people. Yes, they are toxic as hell. Yes, but not everybody is going to be the same way. Narcissism in and of itself, right, can be a personality disorder. But it doesn't mean that everybody has the same personality. We all have personalities and they're disordered in a narcissistic way, right? But not everybody's going to be the same. That's why when I'm doing videos about cheating, I don't think all narcissists cheat. That's why I do a video about not taking care of situations, financial abuse. Not every narcissist is going to financially abuse you. You see what I'm saying? Not every narcissist is going to hit you or put their hands on you. Narcissists are not going to be the same, which is why a lot of times, even when I'm doing my one-on-ones over Zoom, still available, mentalhealness.net. Even when I'm doing my one-on-ones over Zoom, I get a lot of people out there that literally say, hey, Lee, I left one narcissist and I ended up with another one. What the hell happened? I was like, what are the similarities and what are the differences between those people? And they were like, well, they're both narcissists, but one is quiet, one is loud, one is this, one is that. I say, yeah, they're both narcissistic as hell. You're getting narcissistically abused, but it's in a different way because no two narcissists are the exact same, right? And she was like, oh my goodness, now I know. Now I'm more aware. Yeah, but that's just one thing that a lot of people won't tell you about narcissists, right? And this next one I'm going to go over, it's probably going to get on some of y'all nerves. It's probably going to piss y'all off. You're probably not going to like me anymore. Let's go ahead and get it out the way right now. Yeah, I'm prepared to not be liked by you anymore because I already know when I say this, you're like, what the hell, Lee? We thought you were cool, you dirty narcissistic bastard. No, but seriously, one thing that a lot of people won't tell you about narcissists is that narcissists, so some narcissists, I think, can actually love you. Who said that? Oh, I said that, didn't I? Now, oh my goodness, why did I say that? I be doing this to myself because when I say stuff like this, I know I have to use a disclaimer or a warning because people will hear me say that. It's like, oh my goodness, I left them because I didn't think they loved me. If you didn't think they loved you, then they probably didn't love you. You see what I'm saying? If you felt loved consistently, you wouldn't be here watching this video. If you felt treated well consistently, you probably wouldn't be here, right? So don't use this with me saying that they could have loved you as an excuse to break no contact or to go back into toxicity. Don't do that to yourself, right? And don't do that to me because I have that on my conscience. Like, Lee, I went back because you said some of them can love and I got... No, I did not say go back. I literally... Did you stop the video after I said that? I literally said don't go back. If you're out of it, don't go back. Because if you don't feel safe, you don't feel loved, that's an entirely different story right there. It's an entirely different baseline right there, right? So I would say that right there. Some of them can love, but it's like not going to be the deep passionate, intense love that you might be looking for, y'all. A lot of narcissists, I did a video very recently on this. A lot of narcissists show love through through physicality, through gifts, through giving you things, through just being with you, just living together. Hey, we live together. That means I love you, right? No. But that's how some of them show love right there. That's literally it. I'm not saying that most narcissists, I don't think, have the capacity to get deep in the love thing. They can't get deep on the emotional spectrum of love, but they can go surface level stuff, right? Ask yourself, before you take this information and twist it in your minds, ask yourself, is surface level love enough? And if you say yes, it's probably time to go talk to a therapist. You see what I'm saying? Why are you willing to accept surface level stuff as opposed to leaving this person alone? That's something we have to battle right there. That's a personal battle that you have going on right there, where you're willing to accept so much less just to have this person. You see what I'm saying? Come on now, we gotta wake up. I'm not victim blaming. I'm just saying, hey, it's time to wake up, because this person is not going to treat you better, because it's not a prerequisite. It's not required to treat you better. Why would they do something that they don't have to do, right? The next thing right here, y'all. Some can love their children. I said that. Some narcissists can love and care about their children. A lot of times what ends up happening is when the children come along, the narcissist changes more, and they start taking whatever love that they were giving you, they take that fully away from you, and they give that little bit to the children, right? They only spend time with the kids. They ignore you. They do all this type of stuff right here. That's what be going on. That's what be happening in a lot of these relationship dynamics, right? You experience that. Like, some of them can care about their kids. That's just like, hey, that's just me telling you the factual information that I have in my own mind, and what anecdotally, because I haven't done any kind of scientific method or some type of test, anything like that. No, it's just anecdotal, right? But this is from my mind, and this is what I've seen. This is what I've noticed. This is what, when I'm talking to I do talk to narcissists on Zoom as well, right? So when I'm talking to them, I say it's the same thing comes out. So this is another thing right here, right? So some can love their children, but is that little bit of surface level love enough for you to stay in a relationship? You see what I'm saying? You have to kind of take it with a grain of salt right there. The next thing, y'all, I have right here. I think I kind of touched on this earlier, but not all narcissists are physically abusive, right? I do believe that all narcissists are emotionally abusive in some way, shape, or form. And yes, that includes me, Lee Hammock. You know what I mean? I'm not proud of it. I'm not saying I have been emotionally abusive. Woo! I'm not saying it like that, am I? No. I'm saying, yes, I'm not a physical abuser. I do the emotional stuff. I emotionally manipulate. I did that type of stuff for a very long time. Like, I'm out of the emotional abuse game, y'all. I retired my shoe. I threw my y'all might not be from the hood. Like, I threw my shoes over the power line, or they're hanging on the power line right now. I threw my little emotional narcissistic abuse shoes over the power line. I'm done with that life. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, not all of them are physically abusive. Now, can some of them, do a lot of them have the propensity to get physically abusive? Yes. If they're throwing things at you, if they're throwing things around you, if they're threatening to put their hands on you, they can, and most times will, get physically abusive. If the emotional abuse is not working, if they feel like it's not working to up to their standards, yes, a lot of them will get physically abusive. That's the kind of the narcissist code right there, right? That's what you go through. That's what you experience. But not all of them are physically abused. Not all of them will walk up to you and punch you in the mouth. A lot of them will just give you the silent treatment, rage at you, do all kinds of things like that. So not all of them are going to be physically assault you, but narcissists are emotionally violent people. Right, especially the overt ones. Even the narcissistic rage is damn near palpable in that situation right there. Another thing I have written down right here, y'all, is they know the difference in right and wrong. I feel like that kind of goes without saying. So many people ask me, like, Lee, do narcissists know what they're doing? Yeah, they do know the difference between right and wrong. I don't care what people say. Like, they know they know that they're treating you badly. Now, do they know why? Do they know that they're a narcissist? No, probably not, right? They probably don't know that that word is attached to them, even if you called them a narcissist. But I think most of them know that they have. I think most of them know the difference between right and wrong, which is why they don't tell people what they have done, which is why they tell you don't tell people what y'all have been through. Hey, I know I've done you. I know we've been through some things, but can you not tell everybody what happened? Can you keep this between us? Why you want to keep it between us? If you don't think it's wrong, why you want to hide it? Or if you don't think it's wrong, why are you telling people that I did it to you? Right? If you don't think it's wrong, why are you not posting about it online? You posted that you gave me flowers. You posted that you bought me a PlayStation, right? You posted that you bought me some cologne, right? But you're not gonna post this other stuff you've been doing online. That's because you know the difference between right and wrong. You know what's going to get you praise and validation versus what's going to get you ostracized and attacked and shamed. Yeah, so they do know the difference between right and wrong, y'all. Now, are there some oblivious narcissists out there that don't know the difference between right and wrong? I feel like those are psychopaths. They're very dangerous people, and they don't care. If they don't care about right and wrong, those are very dangerous people. And they're very hard to get rid of that type of person and leave that person alone. Those are the type of people that hide in the bushes, right? You have to be very careful leaving that type of narcissist. I'll say it like that, right? The next thing on my list, it might be the last one. Is the last one? Okay. It says every relationship is different and the same. Lee, what the hell are you talking about? Every relationship is different, but also the same. Because, like I said earlier, no two narcissists are the same, right? So no two relationships are going to be the same. Yes, you can take person A and person B. Both of them are in relationships with narcissists, but both of their relationships look different. Both of their relationships are handled differently. Person A has a narcissist that tried to throw them through a wall or hit them with a car and yells and screams and throws shit at them, right? Person B has a passive aggressive covert narcissist. They gaslight you, manipulate you, make you feel like try to play the victim, things of that nature, right? Both of y'all are dealing with narcissists. They're both on the spectrum of narcissism, but they're both different. But it's still the same. It's narcissistic abuse. It's all under the umbrella of narcissistic abuse. It's all under the umbrella of toxic relationship dynamics, right? So yes, it's narcissistic abuse, emotional abuse, all this stuff is going to keep happening like this, y'all. I promise you. This is the mentality. This is the mindset. This is what a lot of people are going to experience. So I feel like just keep it going. As you keep moving forward, as you keep growing, as you keep healing, that's things you have to consider right there, right? Because it's going to be the same. Yes, it's the same because it's narcissistic abuse, but it's different because people are different. People are different races, ethnicities, religions, spirituality, all people, socioeconomic backgrounds. Some people are rich, some people are poor. You see what I'm saying? Some people have everything. Some people are fighting for it. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, both of y'all I could be dealing with a poor narcissist and you have a rich narcissist, but we're both getting narcissistically abused. We're both with narcissists. So watch out for that as well, y'all, as you continue on your healing and growth journey. Y'all, the podcast has launched. If you missed the very first episode of the Mental Healness Podcast, I'm gonna just go to my playlist, go to my page, go to playlist, and you see the Mental Healness Podcast. The very first episode is live. I talked to a woman named Natalie. She survived narcissistic abuse not only from a parent but also from a partner. And it's an amazing episode, amazing first episode. Y'all go run it up, go like it, comment. If you want to be on the podcast, you want to be on the episode, make sure you go in the comment. Like I said, there's a link in the description of every podcast and video that I do. If you're listening to this on Spotify, make sure you share it with your friends and family members. Watch it all the way to the end. You can listen. Yeah, it's an amazing listen. I promise you, I didn't know how it's going to go. Anyways, y'all, hit that subscribe button if you haven't. Go watch that podcast, and I'm out. Peace.